Okay, so as requested by Ben's Workshop, who commented on the last video, the little YouTube short of this Continental Motor Co engine. I don't know whether the Co stands for corporation or company. This is a engine that came to me quite recently in a job lot from an auction. It's, as you can see, very small. It's an overhead valve 4-stroke engine for a military application. I'm not actually too sure what the application would have been, but most likely a little charging set or something similar to maybe charge radio batteries. I know we made very small little engines during the Second World War to charge batteries, so yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if this was what this was for. But obviously it's been removed from whatever it was in and had a little V-belt pulley put on there. It's got some interesting little features and some nice little bits and bobs to it. So this is just one that I thought was quite nice, was that there is your oil dipstick, but it tells you everything you need to know about the oils, what grades, all that kind of stuff, the level obviously. It's got a nice little clasp on there that you just push down like that. Obviously it's got a unique kind of spark plug. It's not one that you could easily interchange, as it's a military grade one. I think they disassemble in a funny way. Yeah, so there you go. That's your contact with a little spring in there. Anyway, so from the last video you'll see that there was a fuel tank on there, but that was wrong. That was just somebody pop riveted a plate with a fuel tank on, probably just to get it running, but I wasn't happy with that, so I took that off. It looks better without it, and it just needs another one setting up that's a bit more in-fitting. Interesting how the exhaust goes down into like this almost squished pipe, so it makes you think that there was definitely something mounted here, not only for the fact you've got 4 bolt holes, but that actually flattens out there and then goes down into like a little bit which is made into the sump. It's missing the bottom of an air filter or air cleaner, so here's what it is. Runs fine without it, but here you've got your push stop, and underneath here, which is quite cool, I like this, especially for ease of working on. There's your points and your condenser. Yeah, you don't get that on English engines, especially of this size. It would always be behind the flywheel, which, as you know, it can always be a bit of a faff getting flywheels off and without a set of pullers or whatever it be. Sometimes you can win with a screwdriver, but you'd risk damaging things that way. Its throttle is governed by something in the engine. I imagine it'll be a little governor of some description. But what I've found is that it will rev pretty damn hard if you don't control it. And what I've just discovered now is that on the top of here, although it's missing a little cover, it actually helps us out, because what I can do is hold it like that and it runs and idles very nicely. So I might actually look at getting a little pin that I can put through that hole and that hole to make it so it just stays there and it will tick over nicely. What I'll do is, because there's obviously no fuel tank at the moment, I'll angle you in the right direction. What I've done is, to get it running, is just got a fuel tank here with some petrol in, connect it up for a second, turn it on, let some fuel run into the carb. And obviously, because we're not running it at full whack or running anything, we can actually get away with running for a minute or so with without it running out. So that should do it. Just put that around there so it doesn't all dribble out. Set that up right. Now I'll keep my thumb on the throttle, not to let it rev too hard. It's been sat for a minute, might need a little bit of choke. Do I let it run hard? whether that's just she's run out of fuel or I gave her a little bit too little amount of fuel. But yeah, we'll spin around and just do it from a different angle, just so you can see. And we'll just run her one more time. Yep. Okay. That's my call to go in, but I will just quickly run it up. Have it. As you can see, with the correct control, it runs quite nicely, and I understand that my knee might have been in the wrong place at that time, but we'll see. But yeah, here she is. Almost kind of want to keep it now, but I was planning to sell it. There you go, Continental Motor. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video.